All right, it's time now for Great Day Food. Food, cocktail, and home entertaining creator Jessie Sierra-Ross is back here with us. We're so excited to have you.
I'm so happy to be back, especially with a St. Patrick's Day dessert.
Yeah, we're celebrating a little bit early. We're making the Irish apple cake with Darjeeling tea custard. And by the way, just in case you wondered, your blog is straight to the hips. So this is not diet, this is luxury. Apples signify like love and abundance in Irish culture, I guess.
Absolutely, and it symbolizes luck. So St. Patrick's Day is all about the luck, you know, bringing the luck of the Irish. I wore my green a little early.
I know, you look terrific.
No pinches here.
That's all right.
But yes, so straight to the hips, baby. It's all about butter and sugar and a great cocktail. And that's what we're going to do today.
Yeah, okay, let's bring it on.
So the very first thing we're going to do is actually make our crumble top. And speaking of butter, there's our butter.
Okay.
Salted butter. You're just going to take some of those crumbles. You're going to add it.
How many should I take?
Let's do about 6.
So is that like a half a stick?
It's about 3/4 of a stick, very close.
1, 2.
And to that flour, we're going to add sugar and rolled oats, and we're just going to get in there and just dig in with our fingers to make
Put it all there, right?
Exactly.
And you want me to just use my fingers?
Oh yes, get messy. That's my motto.
All right. So in order, I was asking you this. We don't want to melt the butter or anything like that because that makes it more like a big biscuit. If you want cold butter and you're supposed to use your hands like this, that'll make the crisp.
Right. So a crisp is very similar to a pie crust where you use cold butter and you incorporate it into the flour so that the fats and the glutens combine. If you were to melt that butter, it would create something more like a cobbler or a shortbread cookie.
Okay.
Now, is what you have in the bowl what she's doing?
No, this is a little different.
Different. Okay.
So this is just sugar and butter whipped together. I added some flour. I added a little bit of egg. I'm going to add a little bit more flour. There's some leavening in here, just a little bit of baking soda, a little bit of ground cinnamon. This is a cottage recipe. It's easy peasy. This is something your grandmother would have baked, and it comes together in a snap. But we can't do an Irish apple cake without apples.
You're absolutely right.
So we have some beautiful honey crisps here.
Okay.
And can you peel that for me?
Sure, I can.
And I need to see how you peel it because it's going to tell me a lot. Whether your grandmother used a paring knife.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So people who tend to peel towards each other, they were old school. Very nice. That's how I do it too.
This is how you do it?
This is how I do it.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, I only use a knife, so I guess that's it. I don't even have that little peeler. But
you're gourmet.
Okay.
So we're just getting this batter together. This apple right here, we're just going to cut from the core very thinly. We have some prepared over here. I gave you a test just to keep you busy. I'm sorry.
This gets very sticky. I'm still doing it. Yeah.
Well, it's perfect. You have your cloth there if you want to wipe off.
Is it supposed to be all combined or no?
Well, it's supposed to be sandy texture, but I won't look.
Okay.
Over here, we have a springform pan that's already prepared with our parchment paper, and we're just going to spread out our dough. And again, I'm going to get in there with my hands because nothing is better than your fingers for baking and cooking. And we're just going to spread that out, right, like that. And then, perfect. You want to grab those apples for me? And we'll dump it on top.
Okay.
So we would spread all that batter out. We top it with these apples right here. And then that crumble goes right on top.
Dump the whole thing?
Dump the whole thing, spread it out. Perfect.
It might not be as combined as it needs to be. You still want it all on there.
The thing is, with cooking and baking, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be delicious.
How'd I do?
Okay.
Beautiful. Toss those right in.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited.
Now, this is going to bake for about 50 minutes or until a toothpick comes out cleanly.
50, 50?
50.
Okay.
And then you're going to get this beautiful cake over here. And if you want to grab me that cake.
Should I grab it on the...
Oh, absolutely. We're going to top this cake with a beautiful creme anglaise, which is just an English cream. It's a sauce that's fortified with cream and eggs, a little bit of sugar, and our Darjeeling tea.
Cream, egg, sugar, and it's called what?
Creme anglaise.
Creme anglaise. Okay.
And if you smell this, you'll smell all the beautiful tea flavors in here. This gets steeped
that's
in
wonderful.
the milk before we add it to our eggs.
Wow.
Now,
So you just put it in the milk, and that's what flavors the milk?
That's it. And then all you do is you add a little bit of egg yolk, you temper it, and you end up with a beautiful cream sauce that's delicious over any dessert. And I think there's a plate right there.
There is, of course.
And look at this.
Because you are an entertainer, so you wouldn't make something and then not let us try it, right?
Always ready to try.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to do the honors for pouring the creme anglaise?
Sure. Do you just put a little, a lot? What do you do?
A little bit. What I do is I drip right over, and if I feel really decadent, I'll add a spot more.
Like
Look
that?
at that, Kara.
Isn't that beautiful?
Like that.
So this is a humble recipe with really elegant results.
You want to taste it together, Scott?
Sure. Here's your fork. Here's my fork.
Very pretty. And of course, if you want to look at this again, your website is straighttothehips.com. Is that right?
Almost straight to the hips, baby.
Straighttothehipsbaby.com. And then we'll also on WFSB.com click on Great Day. You can watch us make it again.
Stop it.
What do you think?
Oh my God.
Right? A
That's
little cup of tea,
unbelievable.
a little cup of coffee, maybe some whiskey for St. Patty's Day.
This is amazing.
That is absolutely amazing. Oh my God. That is wonderful. All right, Jessie Sierra's first cookbook and home entertaining book, Seasons Around the Table, is available for pre-order now. Get the book on Amazon. For more info and other great recipes, visit straighttothe-hipsbaby.com.
Wow.
It's always a pleasure to have you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you got to make sure dessert is worth it when it goes straight to the hips, and that one is.
I love that. I'm stealing that line.
You got it. Coming up next on this Tuesday.